Blessed be my witches, my spiritualists, and welcome to another episode of Witch Please. It is I, Odin the Seer, and today is Yule. And we're going to be featuring this lovely holly plant. But before we get into the holly plant, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Yule. Yule is such a powerful time of year, and although it's been associated with Christmas and what have you, we need to take a look at what exactly this is representing. This is the representing of the beginning or the coming of the sun. The days will become longer and stronger. The powerful thing about this time of year is that it is a wonderful time for you to be able to center yourself in what you would like to make manifest in this coming cycle. Okay? Now I'm not saying year, I'm saying cycle. This is the time to focus your energy and your intent on making manifest your goals and your dreams, allowing them to grow in strength and might as the days become longer. Now we all know that this year has been a try for the will, my witches. And I really wanted to make this video because I want everyone to understand that when the new year comes, we are going to be going into 2021, which is the 5. Time for manifestation. We want to prepare ourselves, and this is a wonderful time to prepare ourselves for that. Now, you may be asking yourself, why did I bring in holly for this? Well, holly has strongly and longly been associated with Yule and Christmas, and it is a very powerful, overlooked botanical. Most people don't really necessarily know how to work with holly, but I'm going to show you and tell you how to work with holly. Holly is a dual-spirited plant. Although it is considered to be a male plant, the berries on it are considered to be female. The word holly actually means holy. And the reality is that anything you add holly to automatically makes it holy. It protects it. It allows for transformation, evolution, the highest self, connection, protection of the highest self, and also a little bit of tough love when there needs to be. There's always holly in my house because to me, holly connects us to this sacred time of year. It creates the avenue and the opportunity for there always to be a precipice wherein we are protected and we can take and start something new at any given time. It also helps with keeping the sacred space holy, keeping your life holy, keeping you focused on your goals, your dreams, and your intent. I always like to keep this holly around me to also facilitate a connection with the highest self. Allowing for the highest self to be very present and very pertinent in my reality. So, having said that, my witches, my spiritualists, you can see that this sacred plant is extremely powerful and extremely beneficial. Anybody who's ever touched real holly realizes that the leaves are really hard and very prickly. These are really hard leaves with thorns. One of the only botanicals I've ever seen that had waxy, thorn-like leaves. Very unique, very strong, and very powerful. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to do a holly spell. So, when you get your holly, you want to take a piece of the holly tree off. Now, the thing about holly is that you need to be very careful and you're going to get pricked by it. Once you take off one of the holly leaves, the back side of it here is going to represent something that you want to absorb into your reality. This is the gentler side. It is not as shiny as the top part of it. It's the vulnerable side of it, right? So what you want to do is you want to etch in. And now I would use dragon's blood ink or bat's blood ink or dove's blood ink. And if you don't have those things, honey, use a pen. Okay? And you just want to write in what you would like to absorb into this reality. All right, my witches, my spiritualists, we are back. I was doing the ritual and the camera went dead. And this was really intense. There was actually, I went into a trance-like state and then the camera went dead. So I'm going to have to redo this again and change it up a little bit for you. This is a very powerful spell, my witches, and I want you guys to understand that it is. There was a lot of spirit activity here, and it's not that the divine really does not want me to share this with you. What the divine is doing at this point in time is they are notifying me to really bring this home for you guys. All right, so let's do this again. So what you're going to do is you are going to take one of your holly leaves off here, okay? Now, the holly leaves are very powerful, as I was saying a little earlier. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our dragon's blood and our quill pen, and we are going to etch on the non-shiny back of things that we're going to be calling into this reality. Okay, so for me, I'm going to be doing a general one, and I'm going to be doing I'm going to be calling in a healing for the masses. Okay, and I am going to be projecting out on the shiny part a love and a unity. Okay, so this is what we're going to be working on. We're doing a little bit of both here. Okay, so I'm going to dip in my quill into my dragon's blood, and I'm going to write on the back here, healing. Now, you do not have to worry about if it all comes together and turns into one line of color. The intent is here, okay? Now, on the shiny part, we're going to be projecting into this world love and connection. So, now we're going to bless this. If you cannot find a holly to do this with, use a bay leaf as well. It's a really good substitution for this. This ritual is burning and sending an energy off to create healing. This is the time where we bring things into light. Last year was all about illumination, my witches. If you take a look, Kim Jong-un, Vladimir Putin, Boris Johnson, Donald Trump, COVID-19, all things telling us that we need to get back, okay, to what matters in this reality. We need to unite. We need to become and understand the reality that we are not invincible. We need each other to survive. Don't make this just about you. Put your energy into the collective. Bring into this reality at this time what is important to you on a global scale. Outside of illusion, outside of selfishness, outside of self. Having said that, my witches, what we're going to do now is we are going to take some tweezers, and I am going to hold this leaf. And we are going to burn this now. Listen to the leaf. Look at the smoke. Now you smell it. And if it smells a little bit sweet, then you know you have sent that energy out properly. If it smells a little bit sour, then you know you might want to reword it or approach it. Maybe you're being a little too selfish. Maybe you're trying to do what got us into this place in the first place. Got us at this point in the first place. You're trying to project something that you feel is right, that is not necessarily in line with the universal consciousness or the universal laws. I'm really glad that I'm able to share this with you, my witches, my spiritualists, because this is something that I do every year to bless this world, to bring in an illumination and a reality of the collective rather than the self. You know, people take a look at Yule and they only really take a serious look at the fact that it is the beginning, or it is the sun growing in might, the birth of Jesus Christ. But what they don't see is the underlying, it's about time for family. If you want to go from the Christian perspective, Jesus completed the family. It's about coming together. It's about being one. It's about not necessarily putting all your problems behind you. It's about illuminating new paths. It's about understanding that we are one. It's the time for us to think about how we can be together rather than just the fact that we are having a difficult time being together. It's about putting things aside. It's about coming back to the one. We all get together out of all year. People do their own thing, but people seem to always put in that little bit of effort to come together on Yule. That's a sacred and powerful thing. Make it about other people. Give of yourself freely. Come together. I love Yule. It's one of my favorite times of year. Gifts and whatnot. All of it. It's all about giving. It's about giving. It's about appreciation. It's about showing love. Loki just said it's very much Odin. It's everything I'm about. I love Yule. I take this time every year and I reflect. Not on me. On the world. What can I do to make my little part of the heaven of form easier, accessible to those around me? What can I do? What can I give to show a little love? To be there for my fellow man and woman. Don't just, my witches, don't just think of Yule as a wonderful time to get connected to the seasons. No, this is a time to get connected to the it that has created everything. If you have not subscribed, you know you need to press subscribe, join the Witch Please family, and do not miss out on a thing. You can follow us on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, as well as Facebook. You can always send me a personal email at witchpleaseofficial@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment below. Don't forget to press that bell icon so you're notified when a new video comes out, because you know you don't want to miss a thing. I've said it before, my witches, my spiritualists, and I will say it again. It is a pleasure to have you in my world. It is an honor to have you in my magic. And you are always in my heart, witches. If you're doing a ritual for Yule, do one for the collective. Bring into illumination what we want to see happening on this plane of existence. Illuminate what matters. Be the change you want to see in others. And like I tell all my students, you want to change the world, change your world first. Put others first. And that is our episode for today, witches. I love you, and I will see you again on another episode of Witch. Please. I love you, boo-boos, and have a wonderful Yule. You are in my heart, you're in my prayer, and I cannot wait to see you next week. Bye-bye.